Today's topic is, unfortunately, and I hate to have to do this topic, but I found a way that I could do this topic without, really feeling disgusting about myself. Chris Brown and Rihanna. For a while, I said I'm not even going to touch that. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to do that. They overkilling that. I don't even want to go there. But I figure I'll approach it from a different angle. I mean, that's what I do. I'm Supreme Understanding, if you don't already know, and author of How to Hustle and Win, Reparation Revolution also. That's part 2 to How to Hustle and Win. And I come at things from a slightly different angle than most, and apparently it makes sense to a lot of people. So apparently a lot of people think like me, or at least you understand where I'm coming from. Chris Brown and Rihanna, I was gonna say, hey, the only people that know what happened are Chris Brown and Rihanna, which is still pretty true. But if you saw the picture that they leaked of Rihanna's wounds on TMZ, you can see it on TMZ or Media Takeout, whichever one. She looked like he beat the shit out of her. I mean, I hate to say it, but from the looks of it, that wasn't no little squabble. That wasn't no little, what do they call it, a spat, where she was slapping on him in the car while he driving. Now, ladies, that's real dangerous. Sometimes y'all get real emotional and impulsive in terms of not recognizing the danger to yourself and the time and place. Because I know a lot of females that have just started doing that, like that, kicking and punching and biting and shit in the car. Come on, dude is driving. What happened when he crashed? But I think women kind of got the idea that men are more resilient to a little bit of physical abuse. So, like, you could slap them, you could punch them. That's kind of like what's going on in the female's mind when she hit him. She's not really thinking that he's going to be that hurt. She's just expressing her anger. Which, is real dangerous, especially if you're driving. A dude, 9 times out of 10, I won't even say, that's not fair. Sometimes when a dude ends up hitting a female, he really just is on some gorilla pimp, just angry, crazy motherfucker. Like, this is just his way of he talks with his hands, that's his thing. He don't know how to communicate, he don't know how to resolve problems, he talks with his hands, and he figure he can beat you into getting right. And then there's other people who, they get provoked into those type of situations, or they might have that same, that same feminine quality of just like, kind of like referring to the emotion first. It's not necessarily that, we don't have no emotions, or it's not necessarily that women are all emotions. Just between men and women, like, we kind of go into one or the other first, But nowadays, with the way that we've been conditioned, as I mentioned in my other blog, men respond very much like women. Not only were most of us raised by our mothers and raised under women, we are bombarded with ideas of femininity in this society. We don't really learn too much about being men. So for the most part, we handle business like women would handle business, which would work if we were women. Unfortunately, we're not, so it doesn't work for us. And then there's dudes that, they women is really beating on them, and they hitting them back to defend themselves. But unfortunately, when the police come, especially if you're a black man, if she hit you 14 times, beat you over the head with a shovel like they did that monkey, and you, I don't know, grab her wrists to stop her, and the police come, homie, you going to jail. She gonna have to stay at her cousin's house for the night, and you going to jail. That's just the way the game goes. But my commentary is not really so much on what happened between Chris Brown and Rihanna, because again, I don't know, and I don't speak on that which I don't know, unlike a lot of goddamn people. My commentary is on the public who are watching this like it's some damn wrestling match, right? Like, just seeing what's gonna happen. We watching this like, I don't know, what's the last trial or last situation that people really watch this closely? Maybe R. Kelly, And look at how they did R. Kelly, Look how they did T.I. Oh wait, no. T.I. is not fair. They set T.I. up. That was a different situation. But R. Kelly, they ain't set him up. He was really pissing on little kids. He was really fucking little kids, pissing on them and all kinds of shit like that. And if you don't believe that, I mean, come on, he married Aaliyah, you know what I mean, when she was 15. If you don't think R. Kelly's a molester, something's wrong with you. But we still love him, right? He makes good music, right? He sings, he can sing. So, just let's be real. It doesn't matter if Chris Brown really did beat the shit out of Rihanna. It doesn't matter if those pictures are legit. The American public, and really, people of color, let's be fair, people of color, are going to love Chris Brown again in 2 weeks, maybe 2 months. He's lost all his distribution deals. See, when that happens, White people cut you off. White people stop fucking with you. Corporate America stops fucking with you. But we don't care. Us, nah. We love you. We don't give a fuck if we won't care if he pissed on if he fucked Rihanna up and then like pissed on her little sister. Like anything goes. Because we are just that into entertainment. What did Biggie say? Party and bullshit. So I don't know why everybody's so upset with Chris Brown and Rihanna situation. Cause you already know what we gonna do. You know that we gonna be in a little uproar for a minute, talk our shit, voice our little opinion. See, that's why I'm not voicing an opinion, because I don't want to be one of them motherfuckers. Everybody got an opinion like everybody got an asshole. You know, they all stink. That's the saying. So I'm not going to do that. But you know, everybody else is going to do that. And everybody is going to go back to loving them before it's too long. And that's just the way we are. We into that cult of personality shit. I mean, as long as you're a cool motherfucker, it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, Rick Ross has still got a career. And Rick Ross has been proven and verified to be a motherfucking liar. The dude sicked some goons on a DJ that was talking, you know, he was getting slick at the mouth, man. You know, like, sometimes you do put yourself in them type of predicaments. But the dude, DJ Vlad, was, you know, basically talking about how Rick Ross is a CEO, which he was. And this shit finally came out into the light. The motherfucker lied, and then the shit came out into the light. You would have thought that his career would be over, right? Because what? When you a rapper, when you're supposed to be a gangster, when you're supposed to be a big dope boy, I would figure the legitimacy is important. No, legitimacy is not important. It's like the wrestling thing, man. It's like that shit is fake. People might know it's fake, but nobody cares. People gonna continue to support Rick Ross. People gonna continue to support R. Kelly. People gonna continue to support Chris Brown. Chris Brown only need to do what R. Kelly did. What did R. Kelly do when all that shit started coming to the light? He made him a little gospel song, and motherfuckers loved him again. I mean, how can you not love somebody when they make a gospel song? So Chris Brown need to just go ahead and make a gospel song, and Rihanna can make a gospel song too, and everybody forget that she was in an abusive relationship, or maybe it'll actually help, you know. Because really, like, it takes two to tango, man. It's like, I know a lot of women who have been in abusive relationships, and I know many women who are still in them. No matter what I tell them, no matter what advice I give them, no matter what options I give them, they gonna stay with dude. And if you've ever been in a relationship, an abusive relationship, you know how hard it is to leave. So it really takes two to tango. It's not just the dude doing the ass whooping, it's also the female that is so addicted to the dude. And look at the root word of addicted, is dick. She's so stuck on dude, and he's so stuck in her, and they stuck together. She ain't going nowhere. Either that or he got some mind control going, man. But it's all kinds of pimping going on, so it ain't no telling what it is between them two. You know? But they young. And they can get over it all. All they gotta do is make a gospel song. And we'll forget about it all. Doesn't matter what turns out to have been true, what really happened. Did she give him an STD? We don't care about none of that. We don't care if he smoked crack. We don't care if, you know, Amy Winehouse still got a career. And look at her. I wish I could pull up a picture. Just look at her. Just look at her. How does she have a career? You know, you could be illiterate. That's cool. You could be a liar. 50 Cent didn't get shot 9 times. You know, the police report said he got shot 3 times. He was in Forbes magazine talking about how even when he come on stage with a bottle of Hennessy, he don't drink. The Hennessy bottle got iced tea in it. We don't care about that. We still gonna buy your albums. What's wrong with us? Really, what's wrong with us?